The economy and its inflation are roving spectacularly. What's the future scenario approaching? Honestly, regarding the current situation in Europe and Russia on what's going on, I have no idea where all these are going to end. But hold on. I could tell you what's still going on and what plans are surely going to be executed in the Arctic Ocean by Russia. All countries are round-eyed about the sequence of events taking place. Most Western countries have been keenly observing and watching how resilient Russia is. Before we tell you any more about these sanctions, make sure to hit that subscribe button to Proactive Investing. And please don't forget to smash that like button as well. The breakage results in tremendous natural gas leaking into the ocean, turning it into the biggest natural disaster of this history. Who is gaining profit from this situation? Stay tuned to know further. There were sanctions laid on Russia, but after they were imposed, Russia smartly yet boldly knocked them off and depicted itself as a hard contestant in the battle of economics. The most recent addition to the ongoing clashes is a huge sabotage of the pipeline of natural gas detected by the officials. 3 leaks were found simultaneously. What is the root cause of these breakages? Unknown, not found yet. However, this action is super intentional because the pipelines are made of 2 inches thick steel and well protected by reinforced concrete of 4 inches. Clearly, neither Europe nor Russia would have wanted this incident. But haters, including the media, blame Putin for these incidents. But some theories point out that there is still a third party in the game: America. America has always been in the room of terror, and you could find many sources that will make you curious about America's actions. There are official statements made by American government influencers that Europe should rely on America's sources of energy rather than Russia to reduce the dependency. They said it, and now they did it. You can easily find clips where they openly express their opinions that Europe should have access to North America's energy resources rather than solely consuming Russian resources. The UK claimed that this event had proved them very useful and victorious. It would remove dependency on Russia for energy supply and take away the power to weaponize the energy means. Still, they didn't have anything to do with it. There was a tweet with a foreign minister who was spotted with President Joe Biden stating, "Thank you USA," and deleted. Now that sounds suspicious. But nevertheless, there is no evidence that serves as solid proof that America is behind this incident. Recent investigations claimed that there are traces of explosive found near the pipeline where the accident occurred. There is a new network of pipelines named the Baltic Pipe, which runs through Poland, Denmark, and Norway, which was revealed before the explosion blew up in September. But the Baltic Pipe was started in 2013, and it was finished before its actual schedule. It's almost like all the pieces are coming together. At last, everything makes a little sense. They have the power and they have the upper hand now, just like Russia used to have. The Baltic Pipe operates on the same surface as the Nord Stream pipe. Let me give you a quick and well-detailed info on what's brewing. After the Ukraine-Russia war, all countries do not support Russia and have supported Ukraine, and they have imposed 2 kinds of sanctions on Russia. Allies in Europe are fighting an economic war instead. The first is a financial sanction, and the second is a trade sanction. One is through oil, and the other is through monetary approach. The official news shows that approximately 11,300 sanctions were imposed on Russia. Most famous companies to be numbered, nearly thousands of them, left the Russian market. The main reason behind these sanctions was said to cripple Putin's ability to finance more machinery and isolate Russia from the world economy and the financial system. Spoken by the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. Let's take a quick breather, and now seems like the right time to tell you that if you want us to keep bringing you more such videos, then you seriously need to like this video and subscribe to Proactive Investing. Now, let's move back to the video. Now, what about the other sanctions? The trade and the interaction between Europe and Russia was steady and interdependent. Russia supplied the raw materials and energy forms, mostly oil and gas. Europe exported medicines, microchips, and advanced tech machinery. On the other hand, Russia invested the profits from oil in European banks, invested and spent on glorious projects of football and in real estate. The Russian elites have some of their luxurious assets in European countries. Europe invested in Russia to explore natural energy resources and gave financial aid for developing technologically advanced industries. This was a typical trade situation. However, everything began to change as Russia invaded Crimea in 2014. Many young Russians traveled to Europe and other countries to pursue careers and life. Russia is one step ahead in planning. Russia already accumulated a $600 billion war chest of foreign exchange reserves. 60% of the Russian war chest concluded European assets for its value. This was done to prevent the Russian economy from collapsing if sanctioned. They mindfully reduced the count of Western currencies too. Wise, I must say. However, Russia managed to tackle the financial sanction imposed on it by increasing the natural gas demand in Europe by imposing a trade sanction on it. Europe could not get new suppliers quickly and increase the interest rates on banks and lay the restrictions on the capital, which helped them to centralize the rubles. But Europe shocked everyone by efficiently reducing its dependency on Russia by increasing the supply of alternative energy like natural renewable resources and liquefied petroleum gas. Let's see how the trade sanctions work successfully against Russia. Yet, how does Russia manage to hold it together? The trade sanctions were most focused on the high-tech, advanced machinery and microchips for Russia, and there was a rapid increase in the imports of microchips compared to the initial imports before the war. With advanced weapons they created, which succeeded as planned by the Western allies, the Russian armies faced manpower shortages and machinery malfunction. Russian oil was priced at a cap of $60 by the insurance allies in the world market. And these tricks worked well, but due to some malpractices, Russian oils reached industrial usage. Russia actively lessens the usage of advanced technology by replacing it with ordinary traditional engines. Russia is stable for now, but in the long run, the condition of Russia is not stable due to the competition and production scale. Russia has a new trade partner, China, which manufactures and exports microchips to Russia through illegal smuggling of microchips. European microchips were found in Ukraine by the destructive actions taken on by the Russian military troops. Let's conclude the result of the economic war for now. The ruble crashed and Russian inflation quickly rose and gradually declined slightly. Europe too saw rising inflation due to energy issues, but overall, Russia withstood the inflation change and Europe suffered more. Now we will know what Russia's plan regarding the Arctic Ocean is. Russia's planning to create a trade route by taking advantage of the rising temperature of the globe and the melting snow in the Arctic region. If these plans work, the work will witness a new trade route, saving the sailors time, money, and fuel. This route will reduce the overall dependency of the Suez Canal, which is already the busiest shipment route. A checkpoint on the route named Bab el-Mandeb is known to face piracy issues near the Somalian coast. According to the reports and the surveys, the world's 13% of unfound oil reserves and 30% of undiscovered gas is present in the North Pole region, which gives them a chance as they have easier access. In order to make things more favorable to Russia, the Arctic also consists of rich and valuable rare metals and minerals that make them even stronger and help them to create a stable existence in the world's trade market. Then before, they had ownership of 200 nautical miles, as per the UN laws. This trade route is advantageous to Russia in speeding up the process. They've implemented to develop it by the end of the year 2035, and they have started to build construction projects along with the expansion of railways. It looks like Russia is all set, well planned, superbly armed, and equipped compared to the Western countries. So keep an eye on them in the coming years. Alright, unfortunately we have reached the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've been here until now, then why not hit that like button and also subscribe to us for more such videos.